So today's Lent, so now you have to give up something that you like as a sign of faith and to show that you have willpower and you can get something up.
I'll give my hat up today.
That was sacrilegious.
Oh yeah, that's an XK hat. I can't do that.
Can't do that. Coffee.
No, I told Monday. I will go a week. And it's on video apparently. I will go a week starting Monday.
1 week of water only.
Yeah, not
No
even at
coffee.
home. Not even at home. And here, like, we can like tie up the coffee machine. No coffee.
You have to shake your hand.
1 week.
I employ you.
1 week.
He'll make a day. I think he'll make 1 day. And that's it. Okay, all done.
Oh yeah, man.
All right, today we've got a 2002 V-Rod Harley Davidson. This bike has been in an accident, so what we're going to do with this is it's going to be a shop bike, part of another project, so we're going to fix it all up and get it ready for the road.
Jeff and I have a bet that starting Monday, he will not drink any coffee.
So you win.
So I win.
So you win.
You're supposed to give up something that is a vice for you.
Jelly beans.
Why you eat a lot of jelly beans?
I could eat 3. I could throw up and go back to eating jelly beans.
That's
I could eat that.
Did you hear about our bet?
No.
Okay, so I bet Jeff that starting Monday, he will not drink coffee all week and he'll just have water.
Come on, it'll be dead by Tuesday. Like when you're used to that much coffee.
This is the 427 tall block motor that we had on the hot stand. The first thing we saw was that it was leaking a lot of water or coolant when we tried to fire it all up. We've fixed all that, re-gasketed the whole engine, fired it up, ran it through 3 heat cycles. Engine runs like an absolute top. So what we're doing now, it's off the heat stand. What we're going to do is get it all packaged up and ready to put back into the Nova. So the Nova project now is moving forward. We've got the engine all fired up and running, so that's great. So it's ready to come back into the car. Prior to doing that, the project is now going to be, let's get the car drivable to move back and forth under its own power. It'll have brakes, it'll have transmission, that kind of thing done. And then the client's going to take it back to do some work himself, and then eventually we'll see it back here for final finishing.
Now you know it's not in the really small holes.
I don't think that's gonna come off.
Dude, you're done.
Hey,
Oh.
can we bet?
Oh.
Can we bet when you're
See, this is not just another hat rack.
I don't think that's gonna come off.
And the phone is perfect. Thank you.
So this is another fun project. We were doing the assessment on it last time we talked. What we've now got is a project that's in the shop ready to go. The customer is super happy with the whole idea and the concept of the way we've laid it out for them. So our plan is now to go through the stages of bodywork, drivetrain, and interior, and then get the car finally finished so he can turnkey it off and drive away. So we've already got the motor, getting it ready and prepped to put on the engine hot stand. This is the 383 stroker motor for the Firebird that we're doing. We're just mounting it now, just getting it all set up onto the hot test stand. Once Lloyd's got this all done, what he'll do is get it primed up so we've got oil. He's already gone through, opened up the motor a bit to make sure that everything still looked good because the motor had been in storage for a while. So internally it looks good. We'll get oil pressure primed up in it. We'll get water pressure into the engine, make sure all that stuff's good. And then we'll start the firing process once we get it all fired up.
This is gonna be, I have it at home. It's the end of the soldering iron is gonna be a dagger, so it's gonna look like it's stabbed in the head. And then the eyes are gonna glow when it's on, and there's gonna be a knob in the nose for the frequency. And then the brains in here are gonna be a Scotch-Brite pad for where you clean it. Yeah. Yeah, my soldering iron skull.
For all you Mopar fans, we're now experiencing one of the issues with building Mopar. We've been now waiting almost 2 months to get a set of door seals to finally seal this car up because we need to get the final fitment correct. So when I say door seals, it's the rubber seals that run around the doors. We haven't got those. We've been waiting and waiting and waiting. There's a very limited supply available for them, but they're promising me this week. So fingers crossed on that, and then this car is virtually done and ready to go to the client. And I know he's real excited, so we are too, to get that all finished up. A little bit of final polishing to get the gloss back up into the car, and then that'll be it.
Derek is giving up his M&Ms for Lent. I will know if he opens this bag and gets into it. And then he'll owe me $100. So I'm really hoping that he gets into this. There's Derek, right there.
He's running, he's hiding. He's your shadow today.
Watch out, watch out.
And he's making a big shadow, isn't he?
Do you feel him breathing down the back of your neck?
Sorry, Derek, I'm sorry. Obsessive continues to get bigger and bigger and bigger, like the name kind of gives you the impression. What we have now is we're getting down to the real last bits and pieces of the final tuning up of the body before paint. So the carbon fiber, you can see we've got some more clear on top of that. It's going to get another coat of clear across the roof because we've blocked it out. We see some areas that we want to improve on, so we're going to put some more clear on that. The body lines are now coming out really perfectly. The openings for the wheels, absolutely gorgeous. All these openings through here and the way we've kind of cut the fitment of all the body lines is extremely important, but the car is coming out phenomenally well. The new thing that we've added is the Recaro seats. We now have a brand new set of Recaro seats, which, as you can see here, Tim has already laid out where he's going to do some changes to it.
We want to put in some suede, we want to put in some color stitching to tie it in with the rest of the car. $2,000 seat, we'll rip it apart, redo it.
There's some pretty extreme ideas. We've already run some of it by the customer. He likes that, so I can bring you over here and show you some of the concept ideas or conceptual ideas of what the interior might start to look like. Because a lot of the highlight in the car is blue, to go with the black, Tim has come up with a double diamond stitch to match, and this is the back seat area. And then he's got some suede running in through here, another patch down through here. So this is all designed and built in-house. What the Recaro seats did to us, unfortunately, is that it made us revisit the center console for this car. So what we've had to do now, because they're a little wider than the factory seat we had before, we've had to gain about 2.5 to 3 inches width-wise in the center of the car. So we're reworking the center console before we get to that point, and making it so the seats can still slide back and forth to give the customer the full length of movement that he'll need once he's driving the car.
I bet Jeff that starting on Monday, he can go an entire week without drinking coffee.
You bet Jeff that he can go in. He bet you, or you bet him? You bet him that he can't go an entire week.
Jeff cannot go an entire week.
I don't think he can go an entire hour without drinking coffee. So I think it's a bad bet for somebody.
If he wins the bet, then I'll bring him a coffee every day for the next week. If he loses the bet, he brings me an iced coffee every day for the next week. So we're asking everybody.
So you're getting an iced coffee every day for the next week.
No, I'll win. Like Chris said, just to prove a point. I will. I'll win. I bet you. I bet you. I'm gonna lose. I'm so gonna lose. Oh, see, look, I even got free coffees just sitting around, and like, it's taunting me.
This is my father's last coupe. This is a checker flag back in 1971. Whoops.
Uh-oh. Yeah, don't break that shit. Put it back away. Don't break it.
That is this car right here. Back in the day.
Don't break it.
Yeah. My brother's got, we've only got 2 left, and he's got
cool.
1. So.
Our background, our heritage, our love for motorsports and so on continues on, and one of the guys in here, Lloyd, runs one of the cars up at Delaware Speedway and a few different tracks in Ontario. So as part of our sponsorship for Lloyd is the availability of the bits and pieces we have here and some of the equipment. So Lloyd and his brother are in here painting the different components off the race car today. So we're going to wish them a lot of luck and follow them throughout the season.
Lloyd, hey Lloyd, we have something for you. Just in case you're feeling a little down.
What's that? Oh,
Your own crunch keys. There you go.
not for me. I'm not eating all 4 of them.
Yeah, for
Oh, I'm gonna share them.
Take them, share them.
you. You need sugar?
They don't need to be in this office, let's put it that way. Okay, the 37 Ford for Chile. It doesn't look much different, but there's a lot of components around the body shop now. The dash, for example, has all been done. The wraparound into the doors have all been done. They're in final finish, ready to go into final paint. So within a couple of days, this whole project will be in final paint. So next time we look at this car, the whole thing should be in a beautiful midnight blue. Good.
And it looks very, oh boy.
Really?
How did you get that punch key?
Why don't you just open
Wait,
your hand
those
and
cookies were from
smash it
you.
against your face?
Did he steal that
Just
from you?
open and smash.
Yeah, I can't.
He did it to me.
So Jeff lives on coffee and sugar.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, look at him.
And it's all in your mustache, and you just got that on film.
No. That was in his mustache from his earlier incident.
Oh my goodness.
You are going to cry.
Okay, so.
Oh no.
Road killers come back into the fold again. What we're trying to do here is we're trying to use our modern concept for putting carbon fiber onto a car now the way we do it today, which is vacuum bagging. This was done our old way, which was laying carbon fiber on, using resin, rolling it all out. Worked great in the time. Today we can do it much better. And our client is really happy about the way the car looks, but we suggested to him that we can make it even look better, more modern, and the product will be way more durable. So we're going through the process now of laying out, or stripping off all the old carbon fiber. Once that's all done, then we're going to go through the vacuum bagging process and see how that all turns out. The problem seems to have been, as the resin never truly cured underneath, it would start to lift and separate a little bit. So we were able to strip this off fairly quickly. Now the new vacuum bagging process doesn't have this kind of problem whatsoever, because what it does is it pulls the resin through the carbon fiber with the force of vacuum, and then sticks the carbon fiber dead direct to the material underneath. The resins that we're using now are more automotive related, where when we first started doing this project, it was all marine. They explained to us that yes, the company that supplies the product felt that that would all work well, but as in a lot of cases, learning curves, and eventually we get to a point where we are today. So better product at the end of the day, better process at the end of the day, better car at the end of the day.
How long do you think Jeff will last without having coffee starting on Monday?
In 20 minutes.
Yeah, see, I said an hour at the most.
Tim, did you get that question asked?
No, I didn't.
What's your weigh-in?
There's money on this.
Well, I don't know if he would even make it.
Take it.
I don't think he'll make it like an hour.
Everybody gets a block.
Am I really that bad?
They're already betting against
How many have you had today?
This is 6.
Come on.
6 coffees.
It's not even lunchtime.
It's 11:36.
Hey, we can all make some money here.
You got? I'm gonna make money. I'm gonna make money.
Okay, one of the other things that we do here at Xcentrick is we sell cars or broker cars for any client that wants to bring one in. We have a number of clients on our list that we'll send the information out to. One of the cars we have in here today is a very rare Boss 429 Mustang, a 1969 Mustang. Just to be able to even see one of these cars is extremely rare, let alone have one for sale.
But I mean, look how original that is. Like the original body stickers from how it would have come out from the factory. Everything original to a T.
The 69 Mach 1 is a virtually all original car, extremely low mileage in the 30,000 range. The car has had one repaint, but all the original panels, the original drivetrain, the original Boss 429 motor, the interior is original. This thing looks like it rolled out of the factory yesterday. Looking underneath the car, there's not a spot of rust. It looks absolutely immaculate. It's got all the right chalk marks, paint marks, everything you would expect from a truly original car.
That's like, seriously, drop the curtain, man. We're good to go.
Look how bright it is in here.
Wow, for the casting couch. Like that would be cool for like a prep room or something, not to eat lunch.
What did I say?
You can do surgery.
Didn't I have this conversation?
Look how bright it is in here.
Oh, come on, that's ridiculous bright in there.
Do 2 more.
Look how bright that is. So, eccentric tinning and Brazilian waxes.
2 more what?
This is when you see vampires, they start disintegrating and shit.
Like honestly, you sweat.
Listen.
You walk in here, you
Okay.
sweat.
Look.
How you doing today, Jeff?
I'm fine.
What do you got in your hand there?
This is all you have to do. I know.
Is that water?
Water.
How much water have you had today?
I think this is my third one.
And what day of no coffee are we?
One.
Day one, still smiling.
It's been an hour and 15 minutes or so.
How do you feel?
Oh, I feel fantastic, Jesse. I gotta go to the bathroom really bad though. Yeah.
How are we feeling?
I'm good, other than, I don't know. I honestly don't feel all that different.
Really?
I really don't. I just find water tastes like crap.
So you're a little
And I've been
bored
drinking
of
a
water?
lot of water. I'm bored of water already. It's only been 5 days, but
So you're gonna flavor your water maybe?
I am.
or-
And as soon as Thursday hits, I'm drinking coffee.
Are you
at
going
work.
back to coffee?
Oh yeah.
You are? Are you,
I don't notice a difference at all.
Are
Seriously.
you going to decrease your coffee
I'll
intake?
probably decrease the coffee intake, have coffee water instead of just all coffee, but yeah.
Very good. So day 5, there's our Jeff
All good.
no coffee check-in.